Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. I'm afraid we've got another troll game. Yep, I'm sorry. This is a troll account, it says in chat. Please write to my real account, and it gives the name. The Excelsior's then going on to give quite a lot of text, which must be already written and put in. And I think this account's going to get banned because it does use some words which I think Wargaming would feel very, very harsh about. But now, watch what happens in this battle. You're looking at a 105 FH18B2 and it's being driven by Dr. Dip. The game started and he's moving off to his firing position, but he's not going to get much chance to play this game because here comes the troll. The Excelsior is going to try and block Dr. Dip's path. RainerArier. Now, Dr. Dip is smart enough not to actually try to fire his gun, because of course if he did that, the troll would earn the credits, because he would get compensation. And the Excelsior is saying, make Arty great again, and now he's trying to push Dr. Dip about. Well, you know what's going to happen. If two players from the team are just going to be sitting here doing nothing all day except pushing each other about, the team's going to be 2 players down, and they're going to be an important player down because their Arty is very important. Without the Arty, and he's actually said in chat now, Dr. Dip says, sorry guys, the low brain troll is harassing me, so it means he can't play, and he says I won't be able to help, which is quite correct. And the Excelsior says Arty is never helping, which is wrong, because without an Arty, this team is going to lose. And Dr. Tip says yes, he will get him on YouTube. Well, he's perfectly right about that. This troll is going to end up on YouTube, and Wargaming are going to see him as well, and they're going to see the text. Now we're going to focus Wargaming's attention on that, so this troll account is going to get banned, and this person has paid for a premium tank, and that account is going to be taken away from him. And the reason I say that is because he used some words which you're not allowed to use in chat, which Wargaming frowns on very badly. Some racist terms. And you can see all he's doing is pushing the 105 FH18B2 around. He's not allowing him to play at all. There's nothing you can do, despite the fact that he's effectively tempting the Arty to shoot at him by doing this. Dr. Dip's not going to fire. He's not going to do that because he's not stupid. He's not going to give the Excelsior free credits. But what is going to happen is they're going to lose this game because the Excelsior's being a dick. Now, Wargaming is going to have to do something about this, because even if you remove team damage from the game, this is not going to be removed by them taking out team damage. People are still going to act like this. And Wargaming needs to do something about it, because an automated system is not going to help them. It's not going to identify trolls. Trolls are just as bad to the game as those people who do team damage, because some of them gang up together in groups and go around flipping vehicles on their side so they can't play the game, and that is also against Wargaming's rules. So all they're doing is they're getting a bad name for the game, bad name for Wargaming. And unless Wargaming does something about it, and that is takes these reports and the evidence, videos like this, and uses it to ban these people from the game and take note of their IP address, so if they do have another account, then they can ban that one as well. Wargaming needs to be proactive about this, because otherwise people are going to leave the game because they're really annoyed that they can't play due to trolls. So it really is Wargaming's own interest to do something about this. Now, Dr. Dip says he's blocked and reported him so that he can't send messages. But I'm sure Wargaming will look at this replay and they'll see that this person really must be taken out of the game as quickly as possible. The only reason he's not able to flip this Arty is because it's almost as heavy as his tank. The 105 LUTFH-18B2 is actually a heavy tank in disguise. It's basically a Char B1 which has been modified by the Germans. So it's an extremely heavy vehicle, and despite the fact that the Excelsior is a heavy tank, he's still having a lot of difficulty trying to shove this Char B1 about. If he keeps ramming the vehicle, he will actually do hit points of damage, and that will eventually cause him to be banned. If he does repeated damage, the system will identify him as a repeat offender. But so long as Dr. Dip doesn't do the same to him, then Dr. Dip won't be banned. And now we're getting other people getting abusive to the Arty in chat, and they're not even involved in this whole thing. They're just blaming the Arty for this, but it's not the Arty's fault. They're blaming the Arty because he's not actually helping them in the game. Well, he can't help them in the game because the Excelsior is determined to stop this Arty from playing. And the T150 says, "No, you enemy Arty." Well, no, that's wrong. He's not the enemy. He is actually on your team, but you're not doing anything to stop this Excelsior doing what he's doing. And the Excelsior is now pushing him right to the very back of the map. Right, he's right up against the edge now. And he can't move forward. And he can't move back. So basically he's just trapped here. And nothing else is going to happen. The T150's finally said he's going to report the Excelsior, which is a good thing. But Wargaming needs to be more proactive about this. If somebody reports somebody as carrying out a trolling event, and we do have it quite often, they really do have to ban them. They don't have to just take note of the report and send a form message back saying, "Oh, we take a note of what you said." They need to go out there and remove these people from the game. Countless times people are reported and nothing is done about it. They are not removed from the game. Wargaming won't do a thing. They leave it to the automated friendly fire system and nothing happens. Well, this game is going to be a loss because the enemy are about to come over the railway line, and when they do, this Excelsior is going to get fired on. Right, well, there's the enemy firing on them now. The enemy is actually directly behind them. The Arty's been killed, so Dr. Dip's out the game, and the T-3485M is about to take out the Excelsior. And now the Excelsior's stopped trolling because he's under fire, but he won't be alive for very much longer anyway. He's up against a superior opponent with a better gun. And this troll has given up. And here comes the M4 to finish the game. Well, that shot didn't work. But that did. There's only one teammate remaining, the T-34S, over on the other side of the battlefield, but he won't be alive for very much longer. What's disappointing about this is that the other members of the team tried to blame the Arty because there was nobody countering the enemy Arty. Well, it's unfortunate that they were blaming the Arty because they always do that. If they get hit by Arty, they think, oh, it's Arty's fault. But actually, when you're hit by Arty, it's because the enemy Arty spotted you. If you get seen by the enemy, then the Arty sees you, the enemy Arty sees you, and then they can fire at you. So if you allowing yourself to be seen, that's why you get hit by Arty. But they automatically blamed the Arty for this defeat, when in actual fact it was the Excelsior. So there you go. A troll game. Come on, Wargaming, do something about this. Okay, well, you can see the end of battle results, and Dr. Dip didn't get any damage on the enemy whatsoever because he didn't get a chance to fire once. Not once. 0 damage. The Excelsior did get some damage, but against that T-3485, but very little, only 138. And, well, if we look at the detail report, see no shots fired, 2 hits received, 1 penetration, that was from the T-3485, and that ended his game, and 1 hit as a result of splash damage as well. And he did receive some credits for the game, and after repair he did make a profit, and he also got a profit on the XP. But of course the game was a loss, and that's going to affect his statistics and his win 8, because of course it was 0 on this game. He got absolutely nothing out of it, so it damages his ratings, and it's another defeat on his account. But Wargaming, nothing you can do is going to change or stop this if you remove team damage from the game. Nothing, no team damage will simply mean that these people, instead of team killing, they'll go over to trolling instead, or they'll go over to flipping vehicles, or blocking people, or throwing them off cliffs, or just being a general nuisance to other players to troll them. What you've got to do is you've got to act on reports of this trolling. Look at these reports, look at these videos, see what these people did and get them out of the game. Find out what their IP addresses are. If they do have other accounts, remove those accounts as well. We don't want people like this in the game. They're just going to ruin the game for you. They're going to cost you money. If you took out that Excelsior account, and I'll bring up his account so you can actually see him. Here he is, RainerArier of RBCS clan. Okay, so if this guy appears in a battle, he's on the EU server, this guy is a team troll. He did actually, during the battle, at the start of the game, indicate that he does have another account. So what Wargaming needs to do is ban these people from the game. He's actually had to pay for a premium tank here. Make him lose the money. If he's got other pixel tanks, if he's got other tanks he's paid for, make him lose those as well. If he keeps relogging into the game and puts up a new account and does the same thing again, ban that account as well. Each time he does that, it's going to be costing him money. Wargaming will benefit from these people being banned. But you need to ban them, because otherwise you're going to damage the game. Thank you.